Ugh.
In the 10th
Duffy.
inning, that was ugly. I guess it doesn't matter. The consistency with their lineup is crazy. I know some of these teams. They got the big weekend series or weekday series coming up here against Boston.
Yes.
That'll be nice to see. Now they are missing your guy Sale though. He pitches this weekend, so they won't see him. I was kind of hoping, that even though hasn't had the greatest year, I was kind of hoping to see him pitch against the Twins.
Of course. And I think I'm just reading the schedule right now. So it's Barrero. Hold on. So how do you say his name, first of all? Because people have given me crap on Twitter. Is it Barrios? I mean, like, how do you pronounce it, Dave? Barrios. That's what I said. And people are jumping on me. Oh, you're a fake fan. Enough with that fake fan stuff. I've been a fan since I was little. Were you guys at the Yankee games consistently in the mid-2000s at the game when we would lose every single time I went? No. So don't give me that crap about me saying Barreros' name wrong. Barreros, whatever it may be. But Barreros pitches against Porcello on Monday, and then it's Price versus Pineda on Tuesday, and then Gibson versus Rodriguez on Wednesday. So Dave is right. We will not see any Chris Sale. All right, let's talk about the bullpen real quick, because I was going back and forth with my dad. My dad's like, oh, go get Chris Archer, go get Max Scherzer, or go get Madison Bumgarner. I said, Dad, you relax. We need the bullpen. This is like the game against Seattle is a perfect example. You're down 6-1. That game is supposed to be over in the 7th inning, and the Twins score 3 in the 8th, and then Buxton ties it up in the 9th, and then Duffy comes in, and granted, Sano made a horrible throw, but this bullpen is scary, Dave.
Yeah, it's terrible. Let's be honest. There's no consistency, and one thing that's confused me a lot. What's with the Rogers guy?
Taylor Rogers?
Well, yeah, he comes in, once every 4 or 5 days. Is he hurt all the time or what?
They're going back and forth with him and Parker to be like the closer, and that's another thing I don't like that Baldelli's doing. It's like, don't you want to establish roles now instead of, because he's saying we're going to go back and forth with Parker and Rogers for the closing spot. So I really don't know why they're doing that, but I agree. It's like you see him once and then you don't see him again for another week.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, he had some back, his back hurts, or he's got some issue, a fingernail, whatever. But yeah, he disappears for several days, and you're like, okay, is this on purpose? Or yeah, I think you do have to establish a closer, especially in the playoffs. I think Rogers would be a great setup guy. 7th, 8th inning against lefties and stuff. I'm not sold on him as a closer yet. May, I don't think May's got it. Do you? I mean, right away the other night he came in and guys dumped 2 singles off.
Here's guys.
The thing about May is, the worst thing is, and I think you'll agree on this, how about like the 40 seconds between each pitch? I mean, it's like, really?
Oh my gosh. He takes way too long.
Oh God, it's just annoying watching him. I don't know. They're gonna. We've talked about this. They have to do something, and I agree with you. It's got to be reliever first, even though they could use another starter. But can you really see this team making more than 2 moves and being nothing more than minor? Because I just don't see them giving up any minor leaguers that have any potential, and not with their. They're just kind of starting to get it built up again. They might have to. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna have to try to get rid of like Jake Cave or
yeah.
I don't even know if he brings anything. But how about our third catcher? Now there's a name I can never remember.
Wilson Astudillo.
He's currently hitting 600 since they dumped him down in Rochester.
Wow. Yeah, I remember he was so hot. Yeah, he was so hot, and then they decided to. He did cool down when they brought him down, but yeah. I don't know. Like, when I look at this bullpen, okay, let me just talk about guys I don't trust, okay? Number one, I don't know how Matt McGill... I'm not sure why Baldelli tried to keep putting him back in. I know he's hurt right now, but my Lord. I mean, how many chances do you give him? Tyler Duffy, don't trust in a big spot, even though he does have the best. He doesn't have the best ERA in the bullpen. Harper does. But Duffy I don't trust. Who else in this bullpen do I not trust? Trevor May. I mean, listen, if you're going to take your time, Trevor, at least, get the guys out if you're going to take a minute to pitch to pitch.
Well, he's basically 96 straight in there. And,
yeah.
He got that call the other night with the pitch frame from the best framer that's ever caught, Castro. and he got a gift on that one. But other than that, he just throws 96 straight in there, and guys hit him. So, yeah, you can't. I mean, yeah, he's probably fine for spots in there in the 7th and 8th inning if needed, but he's not. You don't want him again in Yankee Stadium or playing the Astros.
Hell no.
Yeah, they're going to probably. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, and I just hope they don't wait till like the day of the deadline. And that's going to happen. I'd like to see him go out, do something now. Let's get it out of the way now.
And that's what I was trying to tell you, Dave. I was going to say this. I'm almost happy the bullpen is imploding now in June instead of it overachieving and then get to October and then we're like, holy crap, okay, we have big problems and it's too late. At least they know what the weakness is on this team. Obviously, it's the bullpen. I mean, some of the stats. Let me just read you these stats, then we'll move on to the Vikings. The Twins lead the majors in batting average, slugging percentage, OPS, and home runs. And they have the third best OPB. I mean, the hitting, like you said, it doesn't even matter. Like, they could throw us in the 3 spot at this point, Dave, and we can hit better than... Here's another thing. Buxton has... What does he have? 38 RBIs? Mauer had like 45 the whole year last year. And this is Byron Buxton we're talking about.
You had a shot at Joe from you?
That is a shot at Joe. I mean, come on. I'm not... Well, listen, I think it's kind of ironic that as soon as Joe leaves, we're the best team in baseball. I mean, I know...
I've been trying to tell you. I've been with you for about a year now, maybe. Not quite. I've been trying to tell you. And by the way, did you know how the fans are going to honor Joe tonight?
They're going to give him those sideburns?
No, everyone's walking to the game.
What?
Yeah. Oh, Joe kind of liked to walk when he...
Oh!
Come on, work with me. I think it's a good joke.
That was a good one. No, that was a good one. I'm just a little slow today. That was a good one. I like that one.
To the game. That's all Joe did the last 3 or 4 years was try to walk every time up.
I agree. All right, we got some Kirk Cousins in the news today because we didn't talk enough about him last year. Oh, my goodness. It's been great to take a break from the Vikes and Zimmer and all those clowns. So Kirk comes out here, and, to me, this isn't what I want my $84 million quarterback saying. Kirk Cousins goes... I'm eager to be more than a 500, over 500 quarterback. Kirk, how about instead of over 500, how about maybe a couple playoff wins or maybe a Super Bowl? You're eager to be becoming over 500 quarterback. That's what you're gonna tell me after year 1 of a huge failure? I mean, really? Your thoughts, Dave?
Well, I mean, it was so rippable. I was right on it on Twitter. Why did he even have to say that? I mean, we all know the stats. We all get it. We all thought to ourselves, wow, that's a lot of money for a guy that's never won a playoff game. I don't know what to say. It's idiotic. Don't even bring it up. And thanks for being so, well, how about saying something like, hey, what's he going to do about it? How about giving us something? Like, what's your plan? What's your plan to get over 500? Are you going to spend more of your great money? And why would he say that? We know, and we don't, it's like, great. And we're glad to see you're motivated to get over 500.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we have to start with that before we can, expect more in the playoffs.
But there's 3 more. We have 2 more years left. What's next year going to be? We hope to win the division next year, and it's going to be your last year. So this is how it's going to happen. Your first year, we're going to sign you for 3 years. You're going to win us. What was it? Or were we 8-7-1 last year? 8-7-1 last year. You're going to win his 8 games, and then you're going to maybe be over 500, which is 9-7. And then you're going to maybe win the division and then lose in the first round by your 3rd year. Wow, that was totally worth the money, Kirk. Come on, Kirk. Show me something different. I knew we were in trouble when he was telling us that he had to have a heating garage in the middle of September in Minnesota.
Yeah, that was a great tweet, wasn't it?
That was a red flag, Dave.
Big time. And it was only I think 30 to 20 degrees at the time. I think that tweet came out in late October or November. It wasn't certainly from January, I know that. But we're happy that he can afford a heater in his garage. Most people can't. I don't know. It's an issue. I mean, he hasn't proven anything. It's going to be. I think you and I are going to have some fun. At least I am when football starts this fall because I don't see this team being much more better than last year. Where do you see it? Okay. All right. Let's get to our next topic.
Okay.
How much did they? Kyle Rudolph. Now. What am I missing when I watch him play? I see a guy who catches a pass and has no ability, or I don't even know if it's ability. Are you scared to run up and get more yards for the team? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's trying to avoid injury, obviously, and good for him because it worked. He just got 4 years, $36 million. Now I hope that's not all guaranteed. I'm shocked that they signed him and gave him $7 million signing bonus, and here we are with all these offensive line problems. We couldn't go out. They tried to tell us we're up against the cap. Explain it to me, please.
I agree. No, I mean he has the worst yards after catch out of tight ends. I know that. I mean. It just seemed like every time he'd catch the ball, he wouldn't do anything after he caught the ball. I agree with that. They needed to, work around the offensive line. I know they drafted Garrett Bradbury, so he's going to, obviously be a key point to this season, and Pat Eflon is going to be able to move into his normal position. But, to me, you expect those 5 guys on the offensive line to be healthy the whole year? I mean, what happened against the Eagles – what happened 2 years ago was so rare that the starting 5 on the offensive line was the same starting 5 from week 1 to that Eagles game. That is never going to happen again. And I don't know if Zimmer thinks that he can repeat that, but to me, signing Kyle Rudolph to this deal, it just didn't make a ton of sense, especially because you just drafted a young tight end out of Alabama, Irv Smith. Why wouldn't you go out and why wouldn't you go try to get an offensive lineman? And I'm pretty sure the Patriots were interested in Kyle Rudolph because of Gronkowski's departure. So it just, once again, it just doesn't make a ton of sense here. I don't know how much of an impact Rudolph will have here as he kind of, he's starting to get old here, Dave. But to me, I'll be honest with you, this is more about, how we talk about guys in the community.
Right, I wanted to say that. Yeah, I'm sensitive. I mean, I'm somewhat sensitive to bring stuff like that up. And I wanted to ask you right now is it because he's a great community guy? And
I think it has something. I think it has a minimal part of it. I think that him wanting to stay in Minnesota and everyone loving him and the organization loving him. Do I think if he had a Randy Moss attitude, he'd be back here? Hell no. No. But I think it's the Zucker effect too. Jason Zucker doesn't want to leave anywhere because, he's got it. And once again, me and Dave aren't ripping their foundations at all. Don't get it twisted that we're we're ripping on them. That's awesome what they do. But at the same time, sports is a business. And, if Kyle Rudolph isn't going to help this team win a Super Bowl, I'm not sure if he should be re-signed. That's all I'm saying. And same thing with Zucker too, because I don't know. Can Zucker help this team win a Stanley Cup? I personally don't think so. But do I think they're keeping him around because he's a community guy and he loves the state and his wife is now on K-Fan and all that stuff? I definitely think it has something to do with it. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, that Zucker thing, I just don't think anybody wants him. First of all, I mean, boy, are they trying to get rid of him. But I hope. I mean, you're right. I hope it's not. It is a business, and it's about winning. And yeah, a lot of guys do a lot of great things behind the scenes.